Hey guys, good morning. I just had an idea I wanted to kind of share with you guys and talk a little bit about. Um, One huge thing that we say to our clients is that it's important that the whole family be on board with the training. And it's actually a pretty big problem in a lot of families. A lot of times, one person is on board for training the dog and maybe the other person isn't. But a bigger concept that I want to talk about is when people around you, your loved ones, are not supportive of getting things under control with the dog, and they're not supportive of what you're doing as far as training and what that can mean for your relationships with those people and how that relates to the dog and the dog's behavior. So if you have a dog who is getting up on the counters, eating food off the counter, stealing the trash, it's getting out of your yard and running away, you've got issues going on that are really troublesome to you. And when you talk about the problems with the dog, with your family, or even friends sometimes, if you're kind of getting like just a little like brush it off, oh, it's nothing, no big deal, whatever, but it's really bothering you. Maybe you can't even have people over to your house anymore because the dogs bark at people or are crazy jumping on your guests, and you don't like that, but your family, whether it's your kids, your wife, your husband, the people you live with, if they're not listening to you when it comes to the stuff about the dogs, there's a bigger problem. It's not just about the dogs. Sometimes the dogs are just a magnifying glass to what's really going on. And that's what's great about dogs, is that they actually bring issues to the surface. They bring our own personal issues to the surface. If there's something that you're not doing, on a personal level, something in your life is not in balance, maybe you're just too stressed out, all of a sudden you notice the dog is showing issues, it could be a sign, a big wake-up call to you to make some changes in your life. And it's the same when it comes to the people around us in our lives. If they're not listening to you, then maybe a conversation needs to happen. Maybe you need to sit down with them and say, listen, what's going on with the dog really affects me. It is really important to me to train our dog and get things under control. And if they still don't listen to you after you've opened up and you've really shared, how much it means to you, then maybe some changes needs to happen within your relationships, whatever they are. Maybe you need to really evaluate things and take a look at what's going on. And on the flip side, if you're having trouble with your dog and your family is very supportive and is just as invested as you are, then that's a huge reflection on, how lucky you are. And you really should, not take things like that for granted and appreciate the people in your lives and tell them, thank you for being so supportive. Thank you for, being here with me and trying to figure this out together. And, training goes a lot smoother if everybody is on board. Parents, kids, friends, relatives, whoever you have over to your house, if they are on board, things are going to go a lot smoother. So I hope that concept kind of hits home with some people and maybe pushes you to maybe have some conversations with your family that maybe need to happen and haven't been happening. And now what's surfacing with the dog is making it more relevant to you and your situation, and the dog is actually an amazing tool that is helping you to grow as a person and in your relationships in your lives. Hope you guys have a good day. Take care.